Grand Rising. Still here on the land. Just went through my first Ayahuasca ceremony. Was an amazing feeling. It was 5 of us all together, including the shaman. Came in, made our spot. Told us the rules, kind of what to expect initially. He blessed us before we started. And I took my first shot. Took about, I don't know, an hour and a half for it to kick in. But once it did, man, felt restless. My body felt restless and hot. Really hot. But as soon as you take it, like the lower half of my body was like hot, like it was on fire. But you can pretty much feel the mother rising. It's like she was in each energy center, each chakra. You can feel it. It's just a warm sensation. She stopped at my heart and was there for the longest time. I thought that was it, but as soon as I thought that, then I felt it in my upper chest, then in my throat, then my ears start burning, and after that you can feel it like in your brain, like your head gets hot. And that's when it really started, is when it made it to the brain. And shortly after that happened, I got into this whole dialogue with myself. Myself was talking real bad about me, saying I ain't shit, why I do this, why I do that. So that went on for a while, and I'm thinking like, I hope this ain't how it's gonna go, but it did. So at this point, he offered a second shot. So I was kind of hesitant about it because I was starting to feel it. Everything was heavy. My body was hot. But why not? That's what I'm here to do. So let's take a second shot. So I took a second shot. I knew it was gonna hit strong because I was still feeling the effects of the first one. But I took a second shot, and I don't know, 15, 20 minutes after that, if that long, felt like I had to throw up. That's what that is, by the way. Anyway, so felt like I had to throw up, mouth started getting moist. and I threw up like the hardest I've thrown up in years. Like almost at one point dry heaving. I threw up probably for a couple of minutes. And that was the purge, from what I understand. That was the letting go part. You really let it go. And it's crazy. After I did that, I laid down and I felt like I lost 1,000 pounds. Like I felt like a lot of shit was taken off of me. I felt like my mind was super clear, my heart was light, and I mean, I felt good. But when I laid down, like the tears just came. Like I wasn't sobbing, crying, or nothing like that, but it was just tears flowing. Like, and I felt so light and so good just about everything. And that went on. I'm laying down for a while, and that second dose is really starting to kick in. So I sat up. I'm fine now. I can still feel it in my body, but just vibing out to the music and the songs he was singing, the music he was playing, just the whole environment. And just so you know, you sitting up, you're in a space that's triple darkness. You can't see your hand in front of your face. So if you open your eyes, you don't see nothing but black. Let me tell you this, we'll go back before the first dose started to kick in. Like I said, I was restless, couldn't find a spot to lay. I knew something was going on, but I started hearing in my left ear, I started hearing this sound, and it sounded like the like but it was like an electric type when you're playing a guitar and you just hit a string and just thong, and it was really, really faint, and it just kept getting louder and louder and louder, and it didn't get too loud, but that's when, this is the first dose, that's when it really all started, is when I started hearing that sound. And during that, I just started yawning like 5 times in a row, just big yawns, like ah. And like on the second or third time when I yawned, I noticed whenever I started to yawn, I could hear like these high-pitched sounds in my ears. Like, I'm like, and the bigger I opened my mouth, the higher the pitch was. So I played around with that for a few minutes, and sat up, started enjoying the music, enjoying the feeling, and just started crying again. Like, I don't know, I wasn't even thinking about nothing, it was just the feeling. I started crying about, just things I need to change. My actions, with my family, with my daughter, my wife. Yeah, so It was a little bit of crying going on, but I felt good crying at that point. Like it wasn't no bad feeling or no heavy feeling. Yeah. So, yeah. And then I got a special healing from the shaman, which was associated with letting things go. Nothing is that serious to where you hold on to it. At the end of the day, I had a bunch of energy blocking in my mind and in my heart. And when the medicine started to work and I purged, all of that just went away, just went out the window. And I felt so much better. The shaman suggested that I utilize my ancestors with helping me take care of issues, problems. Assign it to your ancestors. Be specific. And they'll help you. Yeah. So, great experience. It was facilitated well. The shaman is great at what he does. He's been doing this work for 18 years. Very peaceful environment. Very hospitable. And worth it. This is my first ayahuasca experience. And guarantee you there will be more. Hopefully I can get to do one in South America one day, in Ecuador or Peru. But yeah, it was good. That's all.